This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. Folks, Dame Lillard has finally been moved. Dame Lillard has finally been traded, but it's not to who we thought. Let's analyze. Dame Lillard all summer long wanted to be a Heat. Joe Cronin, GM of the Blazers, was like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You want to be a Miami Heat. Okay, duly noted. We heard you. It's not going to happen. And, you know, when I saw, I'm like, what does Miami really have to offer? He said, we're not enticed by what Miami has to see, send us. So we're gonna wait. That's what we're going to do. We're going to wait. And they waited. They waited as less than a month away from the NBA season, the Blazers finally pulled the trigger in not one, but not two, but a 3-team trade for Dame. That was a weird one. You've got Dame going to the Bucks. And you've got Portland getting Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, and Tumani Kamara, and 2029 unprotected first-round draft pick, and an unprotected swap rights for 2028 and 2030. That's per Woj. The Suns get Nurkic, Joseph Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, Keon Johnson. This is what's going to be. So, I mean, look, the Suns finally rid themselves of the DeAndre Ayton stuff, right? And look, I like this trade. I think you're going to get to see Dame Lillard towards the end of his career competing for a title with a superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think it's a win-win all around. And Giannis, who was due to sign an extension, remember that? I think that's as good as done. I think you're going to hear very, very soon that Giannis probably now is going to sign an extension. Mark it down. Mark it down, folks. But my question is, what happens now? What happens to a team like the Miami Heat? Knicks fans like, who cares? Well, you've got to do damage control. Tyler Hero was hearing his name in trade talks. It is what it is. But, I mean, what are they going to do? They were just in the Eastern Conference Final. They lost some players. You know, what are they going to do? It's going to be very interesting now. I always thought all along, all summer, I'm like, Miami's South Beach, it's beautiful. I get it. But who do they really have to give other than Tyler Hero? Who do they really have to give up other than Tyler Hero if you're not going to give up Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo? Now, I wonder how Dame feels about the trade. I mean, it's not South Beach, but this is the best situation. Now, granted, this is the team that Miami did beat. I'll tell you what, if you're Miami, all that stuff, all that talking that Jimmy Butler was doing and all of that, that's all done now. Giannis has help now, legitimately. With this deal here, this officially puts Giannis, in the conversation for multiple years contending for a championship. Him and Chris Middleton. And you're adding a guy who averaged 32.2 points a game, 33 years young, in Dame Lillard, 7.3 assists a game. This is going to be a nightmare. And you know what? For the NBA, it's a win-win, right? Because the NBA now, back-to-back years where a star, you had Donovan Mitchell last year, requested a trade. He wanted to go to the Knicks, and Danny Ainge did not comply. He was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. You're going to Cleveland. Dame Lillard wanted to go to Miami. Joe Cronin, we're not going to do that. We're going to do what's best for us. This is a win-win. I'm sure Adam Silver is smiling, saying, we will not do what players want to do. I mean, this is huge for the NBA, y'all. This is a big deal for the NBA. The fact that back-to-back years, a player has requested a trade and he was not sent where he wanted to go. Now, the only domino to fall before the season starts is James Harden. Is he going to finally make nice with Philly, or is he going to get his wish, or are they going to send him to the abyss? Has a message been sent? Does he know what time it is? So it's going to be very interesting, but Dame Lillard, he didn't get his wish, but he is going to a contender. So that's a great look. So we're going to see what happens. Now, as we close with our By the Way segment, folks, trouble in Jets land. You know, as they quote unquote, the locker room is in disarray because the players are not feeling Zach Wilson. I say give it time, folks. Season's still young. Give them time to figure it out. But we will see. Folks, thank you for tuning in. It's been a while. Been under the weather, but I'm back. Folks, please like, subscribe, share. I'm on most social media platforms, on Facebook at Sam I Analyze, on the gram at Sam I Analyze, the platform now known as at Sam I Analyze. Folks, thank you very much for tuning in. You see that notification bell to the right? Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Folks, thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, à tout à l'heure.